Adept at running the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Jones. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Driving inside. The shot's good from Christie. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Poole. 12 points his last outing. And Davis pulls it down. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Pass to Song. And here's George. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Poole. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Boy, that's a timely pass by his teammate, and Jordan Poole ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Now the Mavericks with it. 3-point lead. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Back to George. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Song. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here's Poole. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Pass to Song. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. It's good. Song's got 6 points. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunity.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Family, your Wizards dancer.
1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Champagnie. 9 points last game. Outside, Smart. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Thompson with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Smart. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Saar. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Christie. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
You're just beating everybody to the board, using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting it done.
Here's Poole. Stolen by Jones. It's not going to go for him.
Your score at the end of the first
Offense,
quarter.
the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
11. The Mavericks. 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Christie.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Dallas leading by 9. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
That's a jump ball.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Washington has possession. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best look.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
For your Wizards, Rashawn Holmes, Marcus Smart.
6 on the shot clock. Down low. Holmes. The shot misses. Great D that time from Davis. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Smart misses. Mavericks leading by 9. Inside. Oh, a D through contact.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
For three, Middleton bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And here comes the break. Here's Smart. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Smart's got his second bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
It's good.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Middleton. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
So it's Washington now. The Mavericks making the shot. Now Smart. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the rejection by Holmes. Smart deciding where to go with it. Unloads. The Wizards with another miss.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Pass to Davis. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Jordan Poole.
To end the run. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Your Wizards.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Wizards trailed by 16. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Wizards passing it around. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Outside for Smart. Now, here's Poole. Clock at 6. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Poole. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Poole's got 6 points.
Well, you give Poole room from behind the arc, folks, and he can hurt you.
Here's Christie, and he drives in. That one's not going to go. Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Here's Poole. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
You know, wherever Jordan Poole is, you have to be aware, but especially in transition with that speed.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Big round of applause for your Wizards. You can see.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Poole, no good.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And it's Davis missing. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. Nice shot by Smart.
It's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
And he gets it to go. Davis has got 20.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Poole. Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Marshall gets the bucket.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 8. Pass to Song. There's the 3. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for the Mavericks. To the middle. Here's Marshall. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Marshall's got his second bucket of the game to go. It's Brogdon on the wing. And a wide open look for Shaw. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They are definitely not losing because of him.
Timeout on the floor.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Marshall.
Wizards foul.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They should continue
Shooting
to get
for
the ball
Dallas.
inside. The defense struggling
Najee
to
Marshall.
contain them.
At
The
line
Mavericks
for
shooting
one.
their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
A difficult situation for Washington.
That'll be a backcourt
It's going to be
violation.
over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. "41 seconds left to play in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Wizards shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
First team foul.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a
At the
respectable
line for the
78%.
Wizards.
That comes in handy in close games.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Dallas leading by 21. Martin from outside. And Sarr pulls it down. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside to Brogdon. The shot by George, wide open. It's good from long range. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hardy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Mavericks
At
have
the line for the
shot
Mavericks.
just 1 free throw earlier,
Hardy.
1 for 1 in the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Outside, Smart. Shoots over Hardy. And so it's the
That's the end of
Dallas
the third
Mavericks
quarter
with a
the score.
19-point advantage
Your
heading
Wizards,
into the next quarter.
33.
Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Mavericks,
Back to the action
52.
in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Hardy. Here's Marshall.
Najee
And the
Marshall.
jam by Marshall.
Assist from
And a long
Hardy.
windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Wizards trailed by 21. Brogdon with it. Pass to Holmes. Outside to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Over Martin. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Launches a 3. Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 21. To the paint. Here's Jones. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly.
Dwight
Sinks the
Powell.
three-pointer.
3-point field goal.
Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
He gets that one.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Hardy. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Beyond the arc. Washington with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Marshall with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Powell. No good that time. Good work defensively by Holmes. Here's Middleton. Rebound by Marshall. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Brogdon. Great D that time from Martin. Mavericks leading by 22. Makes it off the glass.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
There's Washington. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Just Malcolm Brogdon understanding how to get out in transition and finish with authority.
Here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Assisted by...
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Holmes. Right side George. And the three ball is good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
Substitution.
Wizards making a switch here. Here's Middleton. And Jones pulls it down. Dallas leading by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here.
You got to be kidding.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Poole. From deep, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Washington. Right wing. Deflects the pass. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Poole. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
First team foul.
And here's Hardy. To the right side. For three, Marshall. They get the rebound. Pass to Hardy. Buries the long-range jumper.
Hardy.
And the Mavericks lead by 21.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And the basket is good.
You could tell Jordan Poole from the opening tip was determined to make an impact, and he does that best with his scoring.
Here's Hardy. Count that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke,